Hi guys, it's me, Sanyya Gardez. Today is, where's that camera? There it is. Today is my third vlog and I am kind of getting to grips with it, I've kind of figured out that, how to position the camera so that it looks better, but I really appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting and all the support you guys have shown me, because I know that everybody is busy, and for you to take out a few minutes of your time to watch the vlog and to give me feedback and support is something that I really appreciate, and I want to thank you for it. The questions that I've been getting are really just about my personal life, really, and my heritage. And I explained in my first vlog that I come from an Urdu-speaking family. We're actually from Amroha, so we're from the Amrohi family, but migrated to Pakistan, years ago. And from Pakistan, my father, who was actually quite active in the Communist Party, moved to the US, and I have been raised here. So I am a Pakistani American, probably a little bit more Pakistani than American, but hey, I've been here long enough that I'm a little bit American as well. I spent a lot of time in England. I did my master's in England. I worked at the BBC in England and worked for Gardez, so I got used to the English way of life and the English way of communication, which is slightly different than the way Americans communicate. I think that we are a little bit more open, a little less guarded. I could be wrong, but that's the impression that I got. Today is Wednesday, which means only 2 more work days left, which is always a good thing. I take my weekends seriously. I like to sleep and I like to go out in the evening, so I'm looking forward to Friday. Also, the last few months, winter is never a season that I enjoy. I never have. But now that the weather is looking up, I am feeling more inspired. And so now I'm putting the show together for Awesome ITV, where I can interview people, not just ask the basic generic questions like, tell us about your music or tell me how you got started, but I want to do a day in the life of. So anybody that I feel inspired by or that I respect or I feel has really contributed to music, the arts, society, business, to spend a day with them, or half a day with them, getting to know them, their families, because you learn so much about a person when you get to know their history, where they're coming from, why they are the way they are. And I'm really interested in seeing what makes people tick. And for those of you that are watching, I'm sure one of the reasons that you are even spending your 2 minutes or 3 minutes watching me is because we're all a little curious about how other people operate, what makes them act a certain way or why they are a certain way. And I am motivated by curiosity, so I've always worked off of that, my natural curiosity. That's why scripted shows they've never worked out for me. The times that I have hosted and there's been, the auto cue, I can't. It feels too fake for me. The only way I know how to be is me. So acting is out of the question, because the only person that I could act like is myself. And sometimes I can be, professional and ladylike, but usually I'm a little bit ghetto. And so acting has never been something that I would get into. I've always admired actors and admired the way that they can, take on a different personality and make you believe it. So I have a great deal of admiration for actors. But let me know what you guys think. The show that I'm putting together is going to be a day in the life of. I'm looking at people like Bohemia, who I respect as a personality and whose music I admire. And entrepreneurs, South Asian entrepreneurs who worked from the bottom and have worked their way up, and see how they did it. What makes them become successful as opposed to somebody else who has the same education level and similar background, but yet are unable to achieve things that other people have. So those are kind of the things that I am working on. And finally, because the weather is getting better, spring's in the air, I don't even need to wear gloves. So I'm feeling like, okay, I can do this now. My motivation is coming back. I'm feeling more inspired to get my act together and really get to work. I mentioned Broken Silences is we're working on a new season. We're doing hopefully an East Coast tour, so we'll bring it to New York. And I think, you know, people say, why would you bring Broken Silence, which is on Brit Asia, to the US? Because I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that perhaps people in other parts of the world would be interested in knowing how South Asians in the US, in Canada, how they live, how they were brought up, what kind of cultural issues we've had to deal with. Because I know for a fact that for me, it intrigues me when I meet people that are from Pakistan or India and have been raised in other parts of the world to see what their experiences have been like. And I'm hoping that you guys feel the same way. I'm keeping this short and sweet because I have a meeting in about 5 minutes, but also because I know everybody's busy and they have things to do. I want to take the time out again to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this, to offer me feedback, and to offer me support. Love you.